Of course, everybody's diet is going to be personalized for them. My own diet has really eliminated all grains, and I'll tell you why. I used to eat a breakfast every morning with oatmeal and fruits, and an hour later I was absolutely starved and I would have to eat again. And it turns out that I, like many people, do not do well eating a diet high in carbs because it makes me hungry. So you'll find, what do you eat for breakfast? I like to have either a big shake full of, delicious things, full of berries, full of full-fat yogurt. There I get my probiotics, the good bacteria that help me stay thin and that help my body stay healthy. And I might mix up a shake like that, and then maybe I have a piece of my fantastic almond bread. You're gonna love this. It slices beautifully. I can put it right in the toaster, and there's no flour in it. There's hardly any carbs in it. It's actually made of ground almond flour. It's totally delicious. And I like to spice it up with some of the superfood spices, like cinnamon, spices like ginger. There's a great deal of research on them, and these can actually help you neurologically. For example, these spices that are used in India are so important because in Indian cooking, you take the spices and you put them in oil, makes them bioavailable, and there's much less Alzheimer's disease and dementia in India. So for breakfast, if I'm making an omelet, I might put in various curry spices, turmeric, which has a curcumin in it. So you're going to find in the PlantPlus diet solution lots of superfoods. So, breakfast, delicious almond bread, maybe a boiled egg, maybe an omelet filled with vegetables, maybe a big bowl of berries, maybe a shake. The food is really terrific. For lunch, what I generally eat is an enormous salad. And by enormous, I mean not the kind of squidgy little salad that you'd find in a bowl, but a big plate just covered with greens, with lots of fresh avocado in it. My body does very well with dairy, so I like to chop up some feta cheese there, then chop up some kind of lean protein, chicken, or sometimes fish or sardine. It's very important to have enough protein because protein turns out to be the skinny food. And lean protein, it actually takes your body more calories to incorporate it than the food has. So if you're trying to lose weight, vegetables and lean protein is really going to do the trick for you. So that's oftentimes lunch, sometimes a fabulous salad. And I've got some great salad dressing recipes as well, because the whole third part of the PlantPlus diet solution is all recipes. Then for dinner, what do we eat for dinner? I think it's very important not to have to cook all the time because most of us are just too busy. But for dinner, I often slow cook things. So for example, whether you are a vegan, a vegetarian, or an omnivore, you can load up your slow cooker with a tremendous amount of vegetables. So, you know, your gut bacteria just love onions. So I like to cook with a lot of onions and garlic and fennel and carrots and celery, and put all these with maybe some plum tomatoes in the slow cooker. And then you add the protein you want. You can put in chicken, you can put in lamb, you can put in tempeh, you can put in tofu. You can make something so delicious and spiced so beautifully that anytime you go to the fridge, it's ready to eat. So in our house, let me tell you, the food has never, ever been better. And it's really simple. I cook less than I ever have before in some ways, just by concentrating it 2 days a week and there's always something fabulous to eat.